charges anymore for it.
Necessary right now.
Okay, because I have a lot of her timesheets here, or copies of them at least.
But do you know what money paid for her?
Seems to me it was out of our account, Conservation Commission.
I seem to remember that we had money that we needed to spend by
I
a
can-
certain date, and it was.
Yeah, I can find out from there.
You'd have to go back and look at the record.
I think that's right. I don't think we've spent
I
any
remember
money
that
out of the
conversation.
project. I know we haven't
Yeah.
asked for any money from NRCS.
Yeah.
And I don't think Tina's been
I think
running a
it was-
deficit for us. I think it came
Yeah.
out of our Conservation Commission
I
budget.
think it did too. I think it was end of the year. money,
Which
and-
might mean there's some money left if it can be reimbursed from the grant, right? Is that what you're saying? In other words, if we just got money in,
Well, that too would be used as match, if nothing else.
no, what I'm just saying, if our budget paid for her services before, can
Yeah,
that
the
money be
year's not
reimbursed
the
back?
next, so.
You
We
just
still
said
got,
we
we
had
got a
nothing
month,
left.
2 months, we got 2 months?
No, you just said that there was nothing left.
Right, but if the
What
money
he's
was
saying is
taken
if we
out of
got
our
a
account.
reimbursement from NRCS, then there would be money left, but we
Be a little
don't have
bit of
time to spend it, and we
Yeah.
don't have time
But we
to
have-
reimburse from NRCS between now and June.
No,
So
so
it would
you
be
would
wasted one
just now
way or
want
the
to count that as match
That's right.
Right,
for the project.
right, and then the
move
next going
to
forward,
next
we would
year.
take, okay.
Yeah.
We could consider doing it
Yeah,
differently.
yeah.
All right, so I can find out where that came from exactly, how many hours.
That would be
Yeah.
great, too.
And I'm sure it was $60 a day. So if it was 3 hours a day, it was $60 a day. That's what it was. I think we'd be $20 an hour.
I recall it being
Yeah.
up to $600, but I don't know how
Yeah.
much of that was used.
Yeah, I think we did that up to that, and we counted about 10 monitoring days. That's $60 a day. I think that's how we got there. We gave it
I
the
guess so.
Okay.
That sounds right, but I don't know what happened.
Yeah, Tina can give you that right off the top of it, you know, she's got it on the computer.
So I guess the question is, do we want to spend that again? I guess we're really just ending June. We have a budget again.
If you think that it's,
Yeah.
well, if you think that it's the most important part, and it probably is,
I think it's the most important thing to keep doing.
Keep
this
doing.
year.
that
And
we
I
should
think it's
do.
worth that kind of money.
Right, is peanuts really?
Would it help for us to vote now so that she could start immediately in
Probably.
June?
Yeah, I think we
Probably
should.
We could vote now at a cap for next year's budget and just get her started in June.
And then we have the option, I don't think there's any reason why we couldn't reimburse the commission if we decided we wanted to out of the NRCS grant, that we just, you know, if we needed the money for something else over the course
Yeah,
of the
if we
year.
got, if we,
Otherwise, we could put it in towards match and that
Right.
money goes to
Yeah.
something, some other aspect of the project.
What if we were to put it this way, just to cover a couple of bases, that we would make a motion that we would approve the expenditures conditional on you first taking a look at the data that she collected last year to make
Yeah.
sure the quality of the data is such that it's worthwhile for you, for her to do it, or that you be given the judgment authority that you would stipulate sort of additional parameters under which she would get the data. So in other words, if the data that she collected last year was sort of okay, that, you know, she collected particular pieces of information, but that's too stark, it doesn't really give enough
Yeah, no, I
richness.
think what she did was fine. I saw
Yeah.
the,
I went out with her a couple
you made it
times.
sound like there was
Yeah.
something else that she'd given you. I've seen an Excel spreadsheet.
that's all I have to do,
that just
Excel
had
spreadsheet, right.
Data that she
That's
collected,
right.
and it, you know.
Okay,
I mean,
That's what
it-
she collected.
It's not rocket science,
Right.
you're asking to go out and take
She-
measurements.
So
but
there's
she
not
did.
like additional information that you need, there's not, there's not.
I don't think there was
quality
really
information
anything
that
else
you want.
No.
asked of her. I mean, she's
Measurement.
just asked to go out and take
Monitor
measurements,
wells.
take a reading.
Yeah, but do you want additional information? I mean, would you rather have better quality information that collects other
No, I think
data?
this
The
is-
quality.
Now, the
This
quality's okay.
Well,
When you-
quality in terms of more data.
Yeah, I don't think we really need her to do anything more with it.
No? Okay, all right, well, if you're happy with that, then,
Yeah, I think
okay,
so.
okay,
I think she
all
was
right.
going, yeah, because she basically took water level readings and then salinities.
And that's really all you
That's
need.
all we were
And
doing.
that's all we asked,
And-
that's all we
and-
asked of her.
Had like 20 or
Okay.
20 of the 30 wells
Yeah,
or something.
yeah.
We designated ones for her to do.
Okay, and you don't need more than that you
No,
need.
and she got them all. I think
No,
she
I
did
don't think so.
everything.
I mean, it would be prudent to take a good look at that before we ask her to repeat it again, but I think everything's fine.
Well, why don't we do that? So I make a motion that we proceed as we did last year, whatever we paid her last year, pending Carol's, agreeing with that. And that we ask her to proceed to do the same thing she did this year with the same report
Okay.
she did last year. Can I get a motion for that?
Got it.
Got a motion in a second?
Are we gonna talk money on this? Payroll?
Well, we assume it'll be the same thing,
Same.
which I'm fairly certain we said $20 an hour and it was 3 hours a day,
Okay,
which,
I'll second it then.
And do you want to do the cap? So, same cap?
600, I think was the cap.
cap was 600 last year, I'm pretty sure Carol's right on that. Because I think we said, we calculated the
How
number of
many
days, and it was like
times,
10 days, it was like 10
Was.
weeks. 10 weeks of monitoring, or, did we do every 2 weeks?
It's supposed to be every 2 weeks. yeah.
Okay, every 2 weeks, so that covered, yeah, 20 weeks, that's about right, because she went right into the fall. So, okay. So the cap of $600 every 2 weeks. Everybody agree with that?
Yep.
There's a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. All right, Carol, I got a printout from Tina.
If you could do that,
I'll get the printout on the budget stuff, and where it came from, and then
and I'll take another look
just
at
take a look at the data.
what I have, and you don't have anything else from me, that was.
No, because she just said she
Right,
gave us
that
this,
was all
but
the
she's done, I
extras.
think
That's
she's played around with it more, she's more interested in playing around with the data
Okay,
because
so
of.
if she has anything she thinks we should see.
Okay, what's that next?
Okay. Okay, anything else on that, Carol?
Nope.
Something else I was gonna say on that.
Birthday?
No, I'm trying to think of the ground marsh thing. There was something else in the very beginning. Any more from Megan on that Nats or anything like that, or is that kind of
Laura,
Laura, not Megan, Laura?
there's been a few exchanges, but nothing
Okay,
nothing resolved yet.